Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. As always, I am Kat, aka Nine A's Wifey over on Twitter. Thank you so much again for all of the kind words and support that you guys have been sending my way. It really is so much appreciated. This has been something, like I said a couple of times, I've been wanting to do this for a while, and I was kind of not. I wasn't convinced that it would be something I'd be good at or something that people would actually want to see, and so it really does mean the world to me that with all of the comments and subscribers and all of that good stuff. So thank you again. It really is so much appreciated. So as I said, I think in the last couple of videos, I'm trying to keep it casual for now. In the next month or so, I'm hoping to get into some more specific Wheel of Time content. But for now, I just want to keep it nice and casual. So I wanted to do the accepted test, a Wheel of Time book tag created by Ridma. And yeah, it's just, I've seen a couple other YouTubers doing it, and it just seems like a ton of fun. I love things like this. Over on Tumblr, I do some GIFs, and I love doing memes. So, like, you know, the ones where you're like, choose one character, and then you make GIFs of them, choose two locations, and you do GIFs. I love that. And so this is 100% up my alley. So let's get into it. Oh, I think I talked about this in the first video, but I was at my local chapters, and a really nice bookstore employee came up to me and asked if there was anything I needed help with. I explained, you know, I love Lord of the Rings. It's my favorite series, fantasy series, but I'm looking for something else, something that is sort of in the same category of fantasy as Lord of the Rings is, and he recommended Wheel of Time. I took Eye of the World home, I devoured it in a couple of days, and then realized that it was part of a 14-book series. Thankfully, that is exactly what I was looking for. I love big, expansive series. I love a lot of world building, and I love really well thought out characters, and Wheel of Time had all of that, and I could see that from Eye of the World, and so yeah, I was hooked. So if you'd asked me a year ago, I would have said Brown Aja. That's always been my answer. Anytime I do, like, you know, one of those quizzes where it asks like what Aja are you in, are you from, and I always get Brown. That is always like number one, like, and not even like tied. It's always like, and everything else is like kind of after. But after seeing the show, I think I have a little bit of Blue Aja in me, honestly. I'm intrigued by the Blue Aja. I like the way that they're kind of they're being depicted on the show. But if I were to choose, me, Kat, were to choose, it would be Brown Aja. That would be the one that I would choose. I'm a bookish girl. it's that is just me. I love that is just my jam. And so with Brown Aja, favorite piece of lore or world building. Oh, the reveal. So, or like the slow, I guess, reveal that the world of Wheel of Time is actually post-apocalyptic society that everyone is living in is so clever and so cool, and I don't think I've seen anything quite like it before in a fantasy series like Wheel of Time. It's just I really really like it. It's so funny to me thinking of the Forsaken, and just seeing them, you know, like their dawning horror at being thrust into waking up in this society that's like no flying cars, no like super advanced healthcare, like no, like none of the stuff they're used to, and they're just like, what? No indoor plumbing. Oh my god, can you imagine? No wonder they're so like testy all the time. Yeah, but that is my favorite piece of lore. I love that, or like world building. I guess it would be world building. I love that aspect of it, and I feel like it really does make Wheel of Time so unique. It's so cool. Okay, so this one is spoilers for Lord of Chaos. So if you have not read Lord of Chaos, spoilers. If the Black Tower had Ajas, what might some of them be? So, I was going to say, I don't know that the Black Tower would have Ajas, because I feel like that's not necessarily their thing, but it's hypothetical, I get it. So, I feel like theirs would be more, they'd be more practical, or like more hands-on, I guess is what I mean. And so whereas like the White Tower has like they have the like Asha's for diplomacy and for like peacemaking and things like that, and like we have the Yellow Asha that is for healing and whatnot. I feel like the Black Tower would be a little bit more, yeah, hands-on, I guess is the best way I can describe it. So they may have something like more on like swordsmanship, you know what I mean? And so like more targeted like that. What I mean, my hope for them is they have like a counseling Aja or like a therapy Aja or something, because boy oh boy, do those men need some counseling and some therapy. I mean, we all do. I feel like everyone could do with therapy, but especially the people in the Black Tower specifically. Who's a character you love but would hate to meet in real life? Okay. So this breaks my heart because unfortunately it is Nynaeve. Because we are way too similar. And that is something, when I first started reading the series, that is what jumped out to me. I could see some of myself in Nynaeve, and that is what drew me to her. But I know for sure, if we met in real life, we would not get along. It would be bad news bears. It would not be good at all. So unfortunately, it is Nynaeve. Who's a character from another book that would make a good warder? Oh, okay. So the one that immediately jumped to my mind, and this is because Stormlight and Wheel of Time, they're just so like, they're so close in my brain, and I know that's because of the Brandon Sanderson of it all. But Adolin from Stormlight, I think would be a very good warder. I would love to see it personally. I think he would be a very good warder. Yeah, he has. I think he has the. He has that vibe to him. I think. I mean, I think he kind of like he already kind of is a warder. Like just I mean in practice, I think like he's so protective, and he's so like and fiercely protective of his family and his friends, and he just loves so deeply, and like he would be such a good warder. Absolutely. Adolin is my answer. Number 6. What's a scene from the books you're most excited to see on screen? Oh my god. There's too many is the problem. So I'm going to keep it to things that could potentially happen next season, because I don't want to give like too many spoilers ahead of time. Battle of Falma, the blowing of the horn, the Heroes of the Horn. I am so excited to see that. Watt series, I think, posted some stuff last week or something like that about possible filming that is going on in Morocco right now. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited for that. It is so I loved the series before that point, but reading that in the series, like Matt blowing the horn, like the heroes coming, all of that, that is what really, really, I think, solidified my love for this series. It was just so epic. It's so iconic. I just know like it's gonna be so cinematic. I'm so excited to see what they end up doing with that scene. It's gonna be good. I can feel it. I can feel it in my bones. It's gonna be good. What are your favorite and least favorite book covers? Okay. So the mass market, the older mass market, like, you know, the small ones, mass market paperbacks, the covers are not good. We love them, I know, from a nostalgia standpoint, but aesthetically, they're not great. They're not great. I'm not a fan of them. My favorite cover is so I have the big paperbacks. They have much like the covers are much better. It's just more my aesthetic. And my favorite out of those is the one for the Fires of Heaven. It is beautiful. I love it. Love it. What's a location in the Wheel of Time you'd like to visit? So I mean, a setting would be where I would like to visit. Any setting, I would like to visit. Yeah, a setting. It would be my aunt's, and or the Two Rivers, one or the other, either a setting or the Two Rivers. Those would be my top two places to visit if I could visit somewhere in the Wheel of Time. Number 9, if you could make your own ter'angreal, what would it look like and what would it do? So this is going to be very basic. My least favorite thing to do in the world is wash dishes. I don't have a reason for it. I don't know why it is. I just hate washing dishes. It's just, I find it exhausting. I don't know why. So I would make a ter'angreal that does the dishes for me. And again, not super interesting, but it would look like a scrubby brush or something like that. Yeah. It's boring, I'm sorry. Number 10, what's another book or series you think Wheel of Time fans might like? Oh, the Broken Earth trilogy by N.K. Jemisin. Y'all need to get on that. It is good stuff. I've seen a few people talking about, especially I think recently, people have been talking about that series. Go read it. It's so good. It is similar to Wheel of Time in that you start off reading it thinking that it's going to be one thing, and then by the end of the first book, it's something else. It's so good. N.K. Jemisin, honestly, in general, is just like top tier author. I love her writing. I love her stuff. The City We Became is also really, really good. Yeah, it's any of her stuff. Check it out, please. But specifically the Broken Earth trilogy. Good stuff. And number 11, tag some Wheel of Time content creators or fans. So I'm kind of late to the game, so I don't know if there's anyone who hasn't done it yet. But if you are new, like a new Wheel of Time YouTuber like me, do it. I am tagging you. Do it. Go forth and do the book tag. Do the accepted test. Because this is a lot of fun. I love it. Thank you again so much for all of the support. It really does mean so much to me. In the coming month or so, I'm planning on really solidifying my schedule going forward, and once I have that figured out, I'm going to update that information on my YouTube channel and in my about information, just so that people have an idea of when roughly to expect videos. I think what I'm hoping to do is episode, not recaps, but I guess reactions, now that I've had a little bit of time to sort of sit with the episodes in the season and whatnot, and just talk about things that I noticed watching the episode, and things that more things that I notice now, and like foreshadowing and whatnot. I think that would be fun. So that's going to be in the next couple of months, most likely. Again, thank you so much. Down below is the link to my Ko-fi. If you're able to donate, I greatly appreciate it. I'm trying to upgrade some of my equipment here so that I can get like a really nice, clear microphone. So if you're able to donate to that, I greatly, greatly appreciate it. But honestly, liking, commenting, subscribing, that is it for me. That is it for me. Thank you so much again. Talk to you later.